Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to film for you this look and I'm so excited about it. It's my first super colorful look on my channel and I love it. I actually have worn this look several times just because I'm really into playing with color right now and I'm just so excited. Look at my eyelids, they're so pretty. I know that in the title I'm labeled this kind of as a prom tutorial, and I think it totally can be. That's why I labeled it as such. If you have a gorgeous, like, simple colored dress, like black, white, cream, even like a light peachy pink, anything like that, this is going to be stunning. Absolutely stunning. So that's why I labeled it as a prom tutorial. Totally doesn't have to be, because like I said, I've worn this look several times just kind of running around doing daily things because you can and it's fun. Anyway, this look today I have centered around the Vice 4 palette from Urban Decay. I love this palette so much. It's so much fun. It's so pretty. Like, mine's a hot mess, but I don't know. I want to do a lot more looks with this palette because I have been gravitating towards like the same two looks. This one here, and then the one that I filmed for you. I think it was like a New Year's Eve tutorial that I did. That was a while ago. Oh man. But yeah, I just have kind of been doing those two looks and not really anything else with it. So there's actually quite a few colors in here that are still untouched. Like I haven't even swatched them. I need to branch out with this a little bit more. But it's such a fun and bright palette and I just wanted to bust it out and use it again today on camera. So I did, and I hope you guys like this. So if you want to see how to get this fun cotton candy-esque look, just keep watching. Alright, since you guys are zoomed in uncomfortably close, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is take the shade Discreet. It's a really pretty light purple. It's kind of a matte finish. And I'm going to be taking that on a fluffy brush. And this is going to be dusted into the crease. This is going to be my transition color, and it's particularly important for this look since we're going to be doing more of a halo eye, that this transition is really, really nice and blended. Next I'm going to be dipping into the shade Harlot. It's still purple, but it's just a little bit deeper, and this one has a bit of shimmer to it as well. And this is going to go in the crease, almost up as far as Discreet, but not quite. We're just going to be building depth and dimension by layering all kinds of fun colors. I don't know what is happening in my house. I'm assuming it's the neighbor doing something. But they're shaking the place and I'm really not pleased with it. Next I'm going to be dipping into the shade 1985. It's a really, really bright, vibrant, hot pink. Almost a little bit of a fuchsia tone to it. It does have a hint of purple. This is going to be going on a very fluffy blending brush, and we're going to buff this right into the crease. The goal here is to build the intensity slowly. You don't want to add too much of this too soon or else it's going to completely overwhelm the purple and you won't be able to undo all the pink that's all over your eye. So I'm just going back and forth over this in windshield wiper and circular motions, kind of alternating between the two so that I can build the color a little slower but also make sure that it's getting blended as I go. And I am dragging this all the way from the outer corner into the inner corner. Again, since we're doing a halo eye, you want to make sure that that color is everywhere in the crease. Now to start building the actual halo part, I'm going to be taking the shade Underhand on more of a shorter, denser, it's almost like a stubby little brush. And this is going to go on the inner and outer corners of the eye. We're going to be leaving the center blank. And again, with this shade, you also want to build this up slowly. You don't want to work too fast with this color or else you'll end up getting it everywhere. You're going to cover up your crease, you're going to cover the center of the eye, just everywhere you don't want this. So work slow, don't cover the crease, don't cover the middle of your eye, and you'll be fine. Now is not a good time. On that same brush, I'm going to go into the shade Beat Down. It's like a really pretty indigo. Has a tiny bit more blue in it, but it's kind of like a purpley indigo. We're going to be putting this still on the inner and outer corners, but more towards the center of the lid, not all the way to the outside, kind of just framing that middle portion. To finish off the top of the lid, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Arctic, and I'm going to be using like a flat packing brush for that. This is a really intense, like icy blue shade, and this is what I'm going to be packing right in the center of that halo. Careful with this color, it has a lot of fallout. I've already done my foundation and concealer and all of that. I don't know why I did, because I know that this color has a lot of fallout. So I am being extra careful. For the lower lash line, I'm going to dip right into Arctic using a little flat liner brush thing. I don't know why I said that so weird. It's a flat liner brush and it's going in Arctic. I'm going to pack this super close to the lower lash line, all the way across. And then on a fluffier blending brush, I'm going to take a mixture of Underhand and Beat Down, and I'm going to run those two along the lower lash line all the way from the beginning to end to kind of blend that out a little bit. I can see that there's some of the Arctic on my actual eyeball. Like there's a line of blue eyeshadow on my eyeball. Okay, now that the shadow is all done, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys back out. I'm going to do mascara and lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to show you how I'm going to finish up the rest of my face makeup. I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished my lashes. For mascara, I used the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express, and for lashes, I just did a good old pair of Ardell Wispies. You can't go wrong with Wispies. They always look good no matter what you're doing, so I did that. Let's go ahead and finish up the rest of the face, because I feel like I look flat and like monotone. If your face can look monotone, that's what mine does. For contour, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, it's so dirty. For my contour today, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow palette. I'm going to be taking the Real Technique sculpting brush to contour. This brush is so good. So is this contour powder. I love this powder because it's not too cool toned for me. A lot of things look really ashy on me really easily because I'm so fair, but this doesn't look ashy at all because it's not overly cool toned. It has a little bit of warmth to it also. I'm like losing my voice. I'm so sorry. That is not a good sound. Then I'll be taking this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I'm just going to go right back into that same shade to contour my nose a little. Been really into nose contour lately. I never was before, but I've never liked my nose, and so this just kind of helps me sculpt it and make it less round looking. For blush today, I'm going to be going into my Too Faced Love Flush Blush palette. That is so hard to say. And I'm going to be taking this shade here called Baby Love. This is a really pretty, just nude toned blush. And I want to keep the cheeks a little bit more calm, a little tame, since the eyes are so bright. And then to highlight, I'm going to be starting off with this So Susan Statement Skin Crayon Highlighter. And this is in the color Candlelight. This is a really great cream highlight. I love to use this as a base for other powder highlighters, just because I love to highlight. I love highlighting, and the brighter my face is, the better. So I just kind of dabbed that on directly from the stick, and now I'm going to be taking my finger and just blending it out. Going in with a Real Techniques setting brush, I'm going to dip right back into the highlight shade in that Charlotte Tilbury Contour Bronze Glow Filmstar thing. It has such a long name, like... I'm not a fan of gold highlighters on my skin usually, but this one is so beautiful. It's not overly gold. To finish off the look, I'm going to be going in with the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in the shade... This one is so hard to say. I have no idea how you actually pronounce this. I say Baci. I've heard people say Baci and Baci. I have no idea. And there you have it. That completes this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I love playing with color. It's so much fun. I'm glad that I've really stepped out of my comfort zone, and I am more willing to open up a palette like the Vice 4 and put shades like Arctic and 1985 on my eyelid, because a year ago I would not have done this. I would not have, and I'm really glad that I'm comfortable with doing things like that now because it's so much fun. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. I do a check. Make sure there's not lipstick on my teeth. It's so fun. I just